Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hiwa podcast in Hiwa Church Studio. Today, my guest is Mr. Joel, our teacher in Hope Bible Institute. Welcome, Mr. Joel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it's an honor and pleasure to be with you.
Thanks so much, Mr. Joel. And Mr. Joel, for the question, what is practicing the way really means, and why is it really important in Christianity?
Practicing the way means that we are learning to live our life the way that Jesus lived his life. One author said that we should think of discipleship as learning to live our lives the way Jesus would live them if he were us. Practicing the way is a way that we want to become like Jesus. Especially in the Western church, Christianity has become more about a set of beliefs about Jesus instead of learning to become like Jesus. And so practicing the way in the class, we're going to learn what it means to live the Jesus way. Everybody has a way of living. It's the thoughts, the beliefs, the practices, the habits that we do in our everyday lives. Jesus had a way of living, and he invited his disciples to learn his way. He said, "Take my yoke upon you, and learn from me. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light." And that image of a yoke is learning to follow in the footsteps of the teacher, or in this case, Jesus, the rabbi. And so it's important for us to learn his way. So it's not, again, just about what we believe about Jesus, but learning how to become like Jesus.
That's really great. And what will students actually learn in the Practice the Way course?
So in the course, we'll be focusing on three things in particular. It will be first to learn to be with Jesus as students or disciples. The first thing that we're invited into is to follow Jesus. When he called his disciples, he said, "Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So the first thing we do is follow Jesus. We just spend time with Jesus. We spend time by abiding in him, remaining in him, as he said in John 15. And so we spend time with Jesus. The second thing is we will learn to do the things that Jesus did, that we become like Jesus. And so part of our becoming like Jesus is following in his footsteps, the practices and the disciplines, the daily habits and routines that he had that made him a loving and forgiving person, so that we can become loving and forgiving like he was. And then finally, we will do the things that he did, which is make other disciples. And so we want to be disciples, followers of Jesus, who make other followers of Jesus, who teach them the way of Jesus just as we learned it from him.
That's really great. Thanks so much, Mr. Joel, for being here today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for this honor and privilege to teach this class. I look forward to it.
Thank you. Yes.